you've stimulated your mind in such a way and come up with so many different instances of what are they doing? How do they do it? Did he, that stuff. And then you let that boomerang go, and then you're looking off to the side, distracted, and it come and hit you right in the face. Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's Fatima, Coach Fatima, 1/3 of Outstanding Personal Relationships, and co-author of the book Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. Now, for those of you that are new, I'm the initial wife. I don't want to say in the scenario. And in our family, I'm the initial wife to Coach Nazir. Shout out to him and my awesome co-wife. That girl is kind, y'all. She's such a rare person. She's just really kind, and she tries to help. I know she's been demonized on here, but I know her personally. Now, with that being said, and in addition to that, I would never say that she was kind and she wasn't. I wouldn't say anything. Now, shout out to our INFJs, because they are the peacemakers of the world. And I don't know where we'd be without a lot of them. And the rest of y'all, if you have that energy, that's great too. Shout out to our thinkers and our feelers. But for this video, and speaking of feelings, I wanted to address something that is pretty pressing. I think all of it is in its own right, and that is pregnancies. Now, it's pressing because we think about, okay, if my co-wife gets pregnant, what do I do? And sometimes the co-wife think of the same thing, that being in pain and being hurt or hurting or feeling jealous is something that many women deal with and are affected by. And we wouldn't be telling the truth if we said otherwise. However, there's ways to reframe and redirect a lot of that thinking, and that's negative. That negative voice that gets into your head. So now, with speaking about pregnancy, why is it so feared? I think it's feared because it brings up so many raw emotions like jealousy, or feeling maybe betrayed, or wishing that you had something that someone else is enjoying at the moment. That feeling, like my co-wife says, it might not be jealous of the thing, but the feeling that they're getting in regards to whatever blessings they're experiencing. Peace once again, it's Coach Fatima. And I just want to step in here really quickly, and I want to say that I know that so many women face so many different challenges when it comes to marriage, and especially polygyny. I have faced some of those challenges myself in the 26 years that I've been married. And I understand what it's like to go through and overcome those challenges. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help others do just that. So with that being said, I just want to let you know that if you want to coach with me personally or get counseling from me personally, please visit CoachFatima.com for details. Now, I'm going to let you get back to the video that I interrupted. Once again, Assalamu alaikum, peace. And you've assumed a lot of things, or, you've stimulated your mind in such a way and come up with so many different instances of what are they doing? How do they do it? Did he, that stuff. And then you let that boomerang go, and then you're looking off to the side, distracted, and it come and hit you right in the face. But you threw it. And it's not easy. It sounds great to do. Oh, just don't think about it. If it were so easy. But you can really stop yourself from ruminating or obsessing about it by having a plan for what you're going to do for the day. What are you going to do for the next 6 months? What do you love? What are you passionate about? Who have you not spoken to in a long time? What books do you need to read? What thoughts do you need to replace that are negative, limiting thoughts? What are those things? What do your children need? What do your parents need? What do your friendships need? What does your relationship need? You know, what is lacking in your life that you can work on? What areas of life can you uplift yourself in? Because once you get done doing all of that stuff, it's hard to have time to think about what somebody else is doing. Somebody asked me a question on a live, and it's one of the moments that can be kind of cringy if you let it. They said, "Oh, Coach Fatima, how do you not think about what they're doing?" And I said, "Because I think about what I'm doing with him. I don't have time to think about what someone else is doing, my co-wife is doing with him, because that ain't my business. The same way what I do with him is not hers. We don't make it each other's business. We don't sit up and think in a room. There's so much stuff to do. If you're a certain age, you don't have time to think like you're 16. You don't have time to think like you're 12 and go, mine, 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 mine. Because you're so obsessed with your own life and what needs to happen for you to be introduced to the champion within that you don't have time to ask questions that are hurtful. I had to learn. Don't sign up for that class. Don't get around here, start asking yourself, I wonder what they're doing. Yeah, I ain't got time to think about it because I'm booked and busy. I got stuff to do. I have children to raise. I got me to take care of. I have my marriage to embrace. I don't have time to think about the intricacies or the intimacies in someone else's marriage. No different than my friends. And people go, oh, well, you're not sharing a husband with your friend. You doggone right. Because I'm monogamously married to Coach Nazir, and so is my co-wife. We have our own individual marriages. So I have work to do within there. I have work to do within here, in my heart, in my heart, in my soul. I want to uplift that part of me. I don't want to drop the ball on that part of me. So when you start thinking about pregnancies and you start thinking about sex and you start thinking about little stolen moments that they might be having, you're destroying a part of you that makes you you by spending too much time on them. Now, jealousy is normal. Thinking about some things is normal without going too far. Really being very intentional about what you tell yourself about your husband is very important. I never told myself, well, he's the scum of the earth. Because if he's the scum of the earth and I'm married to him, I got some reevaluating of my marriage to do. And I got to be honest. I have to think about, are the things happening to me that I think are happening to me? Or did I make it up? Or do I perceive it as such? There's so much self-introspection that has to go on every day. I don't have time to think about other things. So some of you might be hearing then. But I don't have time to think about other things. So be very conscious of what you think about, when you think about it. And have healthy intentions as you move forward in your day. So if it's a pregnancy, if it's a marriage, don't release that boomerang and let it hit you in your face. Be careful of what you put out into the world so that you don't injure yourself, okay? So with that, you guys, I hope you got some gems from this video. As always, if you want details about our coaching and counseling, please visit us at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/store. Once again, I'm Coach Fatima. Make sure that you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. Be kind to yourselves and give yourself some grace and others too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Here are 3 ways outstanding personal relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships, and also Clubhouse under our names.
And make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com and sign up for our email list. And there you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
Absolutely. And last but not least, when it comes to coaching or counseling, if you want to work with us one-on-one or in group settings, make sure you're on that website and reach out to us because we do have very limited spots and we usually have a wait list. So with that being said, GLC.
Make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Peace.